Hi! So, this is how to get over a crush. In theory, I'm still working on the theory, but really soon I'll put it into practice. So, here we go. First, ideally, you don't work with your crush, you don't live with your crush. So these two first steps are really, really important. But if for some reason you cannot avoid it, you have to put some extra effort on the other steps, and you would be wondering, what are the other steps? Because these two first things, I feel like it's really, really, really important. So if you can avoid these two first things, you're doing great. It's gonna be really easy to forget about the crush. Because the thing about forgetting someone is that, at least for me, it's quite easy when you don't see. It sounds really obvious, but I will say it anyway. It's really easy when you can put some distance and when you can do it quite fast, I would say, and effectively. But if for some circumstances you still have to see this person, you still have to talk with this person, then the situation changes quite a lot. So yeah, the next steps, at least for me or my friend, I forget if we're talking about me or my friend, because we both have crushes. And next would be to play less into the things that he wants to do. Let's say your crush is also your friend, and your friend asks you, maybe not every day, but almost every day, to go with him to do groceries, or to go with him to do some errands, or to walk with him to the doctor. I don't know, a lot of things. If this is happening, it's okay to keep doing these things, I feel like, because the idea, at least for me and my friend, is to keep being friends with the crush. Just try to put some distance so you can start thinking about him as a friend and not as a crush anymore. It's gonna be difficult because you still want to maintain the friendship, but I feel like it's the way to do it. Because if you just don't care at all about this person, it's really easy to just cut all ties, cut all the relationship, and move on. But if you want to keep having this person in your life, I feel like you need to be a little bit careful. And you need to be careful for the other person, but also for yourself. Let's say this other person still doesn't know that you have a crush on him, then you have to be a little bit more subtle. I guess third step after not working and not living with this person would be to just confess how you feel, because I feel like after this confession, it's gonna hurt, like it's gonna be really difficult, but then you can move on. Like, let's say I confess to my crush, or my friend confesses to his crush, and then this crush is like, okay, I don't feel the same. It's gonna hurt a lot, but it will help you move on, and this is great. And maybe you will need some distance at the beginning, but eventually you will become friends, ideally. But yeah, what I was saying, if this person keeps asking you to do stuff together, it's gonna be difficult, but I feel like you need to start saying no. Maybe not saying no to absolutely everything this crush suggests to do, but to some of the things. Like, you don't need to be available 100%. And then another step, I guess 4, I don't know, would be to regain your individuality, or your, like, instead of focusing so much energy into someone else, let's focus this energy on yourself again. Because I feel like it's really nice to have a crush, because you're feeling a lot, and most of the time it's positive stuff, even if the other person doesn't know that you're feeling so much. Still, for yourself, it feels really nice. But either way, you're putting a lot of energy into something, so into someone. So why not putting this energy, like realign this energy and put it into yourself? So I will take this opportunity as a chance to learn about myself. Like, what do I like to do when I'm bored. So instead of spending so much time with this crush, let's spend time with ourselves. And this shouldn't be boring. This should be a really nice process and an exciting process to learn about, I don't know, new hobbies, new passions, like new projects, start new things. So we should take it as an opportunity to grow, to do better, because we're putting a lot of energy into other people, into crushes, into people that we like. What if we put all this energy for ourselves? Of course, it's not gonna be, I'm gonna be really honest, it's not gonna be as fun, it's not gonna be as exciting, but we need to change our mentality a little bit because we wanna improve our life, we wanna do better for ourselves. This sounds amazing. So this is why at the beginning I was saying, this is just the theory that I'm trying to implement. Let's see how it works when we put it into practice. But for now, this sounds absolutely amazing. Let's say you like to sing, like join some voice classes, some singing classes. Let's say you like to, I don't know, go to karaoke, go more often to karaoke, or it doesn't need to be about singing, but let's say you want to go more to the gym. So all this energy that you are putting into someone, let's do that. Or starting your own side hustle. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of ideas about businesses that they want to start. And starting a new business, of course, it's a lot. But what if you take the baby steps? What would happen if you create a profile on Fiverr or these platforms for freelancers and offer your services? I don't know, there's a million things that you can do. And of course, it's not going to be as exciting because you're going to feel stuff, but it's not going to impact anyone else's life. I guess the thing about having a crush and liking people is that it's not up to you because you have to take into account other people's feelings. And then it's really unreliable because you don't know how the other person is gonna react. But if it's just yourself, it can also be exciting. It's not gonna be the same excitement, but I feel like we need to change this mentality, like make a switch in our brains and start seeing these things as also really exciting stuff and adventures. So yeah, again, this is all theory, but the practice will come soon, hopefully, and it will work. So yeah, I guess this is the plan for now. And also, if it happens that your crush is part of your friend group, or at least part of a friend group, also don't abandon those other friends, because like I was saying before, it should be really easy if you want to forget someone to just cut all relationships with this person. But if there's more people around it, you need to be a little bit more careful because these other people around your crush are also important for myself and my friend. So we need to be a little bit more careful because the last thing we want to do in these scenarios is making it uncomfortable for other people. Let's say I have a crush, and sometimes with this crush we do things with other people as well. I don't want to make these other people uncomfortable just because I have these feelings towards this person. If it's needed, I guess it's okay to talk about it with these other people if you feel the need, but I wouldn't like to involve other people in the situation because it shouldn't be their concern. It's my situation and it involves this other guy, but not a lot of people around it. I'm saying this as if when we have crushes, we don't talk about having this crush with a lot of people, but I guess it's different. You can talk about it with your friends, but don't involve them into your mess, let's say it that way. So yeah, that would be really, really important because we don't want to involve a lot of people. Let's keep it to ourselves. And I guess the other thing is it's a 4 or 5 step, I'm losing count, but the other thing would be to not overthink about all the interactions. When you really like someone, it's really easy to overthink about absolutely everything that the other person does. So this is gonna be a difficult one. It's gonna be a really tricky one. But maybe step by step, try to see these interactions as normal interactions. Not everything needs to mean something. So if this person that you like, I don't know, hugs you, it's really cute, it's really nice, and if you like this person, you're gonna really enjoy it. But again, we need to change something in our brain, because if we want to get over this crush, a hug, I'm also hugging my friends, I'm also hugging my parents and a lot of people. It doesn't need to be a sign, it doesn't need to mean that this person likes me. So we need to make this switch. And this is gonna be a difficult one, because at least for me, when I like someone and I interact with this person, not on purpose, of course, but I tend to overthink absolutely everything they do. And then I'm trying to interpret that as, does this mean what this person just did? Does it mean that he likes me? Does it mean that he's annoyed? Does it mean that he's upset? Like, I'm trying to overanalyze all the gestures, like everything that the other person says, and this is not healthy for absolutely anyone. So this would be a big one. But of course, when you like someone, it's really easy to say this, but we need to start implementing all this theory. And what else? I guess that's it for now. I cannot think about more stuff, but the biggest thing for me would be to start seeing this person as a friend, stop overanalyzing, and if I feel, or my friend feels, that we are falling back into liking this person as a crush, let's remember why we don't want that. Because if you really like someone, but for some reason you decide that it's not a good fit, there must be some reasons. And at least for me, I take everything really literal. When I was liking this person, I had a list saying reasons why X likes me, and I have like 10-15 things, like what I was saying before, things that he was doing that maybe it was not his intention, but for me I was reading it as signs that he liked me. So then not when I was trying to get over the crush, but much before that, just to see if there was some signs that were directing me the other way, I made a list saying reasons why X person does not like me, which was huge for me. And there was quite a lot of things on the list. And of course, you put things, maybe one thing every other week. So in the moment, you don't think about it too much. But then when you read through the list, and there's a lot of reasons, like when you like someone, you tend to forget that they also have bad qualities. So creating a list about those things that you don't like for whatever reason, for me has been crucial, has been really, really important. So it's good every now and then to refresh, why do we want to get over this person? So make a list and read it every now and then. And when I'm stopping this video, I'm gonna go over the list, because I feel like it's been a while since I read it and I need to refresh some stuff. Because if you like someone but now you're trying to get over this person, there must be a reason. So do the list, or do both lists, like reasons why you like this person and reasons why you don't like this person. And then you can balance it out yourself. Like, is it worth it? Like the reasons why I like this person or why I think this person likes me, is it worth it over all the negative stuff? Because I feel like for me, it's not. And I say this, but deep in my mind, I feel like when I'm confessing all of this, and hopefully it's gonna happen soon, when I'm doing this confession, if the other person likes me back, I don't know how I will react, because in an ideal scenario, I will be like, I've been working on getting over you. I don't like you anymore. So now, like, the train has passed. Like, I don't want you. But being an emotional person, maybe if this person decides that he does like me back, the whole thing changes. And I would love to say that in that moment I will be like, no, I'm strong and independent, and there's a lot of reasons why we shouldn't be together, so no, let's not do it. But being more realistic, I feel like I would fold, and I would say yes, at least to try. But I don't even like putting it out there. But let's see, I guess this is all for now, so I don't know how many steps, like 4 or 5, but I've been thinking about it a lot. Just in my mind, I didn't organize it or anything, but I feel like this helps, just putting it out there, verbalize it, and let's see what happens. I'm gonna check the list of reasons why I shouldn't like this crush, just to refresh my memory. I'm gonna do some journaling about this and also about other things, because let's remember that guys are not absolutely everything. It shouldn't be the center of our world. But yeah, maybe meditate. People say that it's great. This is what I was saying. Instead of focusing on other guys, what if I start meditating? What if I start, I don't know, fucking yoga, like whatever. Start doing things for yourself, not so much for people that don't give a shit about you, basically. And that's it, because I'll get fired up and we don't want that. Thank you for watching.